Hello, welcome. This is lesson number 46. In lesson 45, we are looking at the two methods of population estimation, that is belt transect method and the line transect method. Right now, we are going to look at the two methods, that is quadrat method and the capture recapture method. A quadrat refers to a piece of frame which is always 1 meter square, and it is used to estimate the population of organisms in an ecosystem, and the kind of organisms that can be whose population can be estimated using this method are the ones which are less mobile, the ones which do not move, or maybe they move at a very slow speed, such as the snail. When we are using this method, you must follow this procedure. Number one, select the area of study. Upon selecting the area of study, there we go. Upon selecting the area of study, then you can go ahead and mark the area of study. When I use this acronym AOS, it stands for area of study. Then number three, you hold the quadrat aloft. Number three is here. You hold the quadrat aloft and you toss it into the area of study. When I talk of holding it aloft, if this was the piece of wood, then I need to hold it from one side. In this case, I say that I've held it aloft. Then I toss it into the field of study. In this case, to toss to throw it randomly within the field of study. Wherever it lands, I just go there and count the number of organisms which have been enclosed within the quadrat. The following procedure is repeated severally, as many times as possible, which will actually depend on the size of land, then the number of organisms within that habitat will have been determined. Let me move to the fourth method, that is capture recapture method. Capture recapture method is quite unique compared to all these other methods, in sense that it can be used to determine the number of organisms which are fast moving. Organisms such as the flying insects, such as the bees, the butterflies, the mosquito, among others. We can use this method of capture recapture. When you get into the field of study, you first start by capturing the organisms, and upon capturing the organisms, you need to determine their number. Number one, you identify the area of study. Number two, you choose the organism to be studied. Upon choosing the organism to be studied, then you also need to choose the appropriate method. That is number three, the appropriate method of capturing these organisms. Number four, you now start catching the organisms. You catch as many as possible. When catching, the ones that you will catch in the first place, you call them the first marked, because you catch them, you mark them, then you count and identify the number. Upon counting and identifying the number, you will call them the first marked, and later on you will go on and carry the second, that is after 24 hours, you come up with the second capture. The second capture is the number that you have captured, and remember, there is always another number which is comprising of those organisms which contain marks on them, and those that contain mark on them are referred to as marked recaptured. Then the population is estimated using this formula. Population is equals to first marked multiplied by the second capture divided by the marked recaptured. Like for this case, if we are having the first marked organisms to be 200 organisms which were captured first, then after that, after 24 hours, the ones that were captured were 150, and we had 100 with no marks, 50 head marks on them, then we'll be having the formula as follows. The first mark times second capture over the marked recaptured, then we have 200 as our value, that is the first marked, then the second capture is multiplied by 100 divided by 50, and we end up with 400 organisms as the population that we have estimated as at now. Thank you for watching the video. That is the last lesson. That is the end of lesson number 46. Let's hope that we'll meet in lesson number 47, whereby I'll be talking about how different plants are adapted to different populations, different habitats. Sorry. Thank you, and we'll meet in our next lesson. Thank you.